Good day, everybody. This is Dark Comet, and welcome to my channel. Hope you're having a great day so far. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This is episode number 49 of Eivor's Adventures in England. In the last episode, we were in the Danish city of Jorvik, and Eivor was searching for the identity of the vault. She also discovered that the wine at the Yuletime festival was going to be poisoned. So she rushed there and interrogated potential candidates for the vault, and then found out that the vault had already poisoned all the wine and the people all there died. She was able to save the king's life and then assassinate Undin, who ended up being the vault. And then we went back and talked to the king, and he pledged his alliance to the Raven clan. And then Eivor went back to Ravensthorpe and had a little dispute there with Sigurd as she was trying to make judgment while he was out of sorts. He got upset that she had done that, and he made a very harsh judgment on one of the residents there. And then Eivor went and talked to Hytham and told him about assassination of all the key people in the Order of the Ancients in the city of Jorvik. And now we're going to go ahead and start another alliance here. We're going to start and speak with Randvi about intel on the Saxon stronghold city of Wincestre. We received a letter from a person called the Poor Fellow Soldier of Christ, who is a mystery. And then we're going to meet up with a surprise figure in the town of Wincestre, and he's going to tell us about an assassination attempt on his life by the Order of the Ancients, and that he wants Eivor's help. We're going to assist the Reeve, the Sheriff Goodwin of the Wincestre Garrison there. We're going to go ahead and investigate more people in the Order of the Ancients, some leaders there, one who calls himself the Gallows, and we're going to go assassinate him. And then we're going to continue the story with future episodes, so let's get started, guys.
I want to see the Alliance map. Hytham received a message from Wincestre, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes. So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Wincestre will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
I'll make my way to Winchester. The letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting. Go with care.
The seat of King Aelfred's power, where hawkshit stains my boots. I will find the man in white in their god's house. Go, Sunan. Have a look, Sunan. This must be the house of their timid god. They built him a rich dwelling.
And Aelfred answered, his body gone to earth, and his sister weeping, mourning a lord far known and beloved. I give praise to such a man, to keepsake his memory. Requiem aeternam dona ei, Domine, et lux perpetua luce.
A Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It's you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do. But I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
Why deny the pleadings of an unwashed pagan who aches to know God? Take me as I am, and I will do your Lord's bidding.
How great is the burden of learning for one so unworthy. But I see that no amount of instruction in the Lord's words will save your soul. Come.
Who am I to meet, priest? I cannot stand waiting in silence.
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush. Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
Do all the priests in Wincestre have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Aelfred, King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that well from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex, but it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive. The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The Gallows, the Quill, the Sikhs, free men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfred is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning, my Reeve Goodwin was not at his post.
A man you trust?
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the West Gate. You may find something there. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, great king, but the day will come. I need to find this Reeve Goodwin.
Giro includi penitentiam et per peccatum enim.
Montpenies, Fandian, und a witha Crefwin.
Ut congregentur ad Marcus et dixit
Winchester mourns a good bishop and a strong, virile man. May he find his peace with God.
A pond full of piss! I'm happy to oblige.
That Selwyn's got some stones on him arresting Aelfred's man. Who rules in Winchester anyway? Is Aelfred king or not?
Well, you ain't, that's for sure. So keep your mouth shut and do as you're told.
Shut your mouth, yeah? Unless you want yours to rot off in the keep.
Gone, and God's sniffing around. Goodwin gone, and God's sniffing around. So where would they have taken him?
In your duck pond!
Papers thrown on the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks, or the guards destroying evidence.
A half-burned letter. You have been a thorn in my side long enough, Goodwin. Cease your snooping, or I will use my considerable influence to lock you in the garrison. Not even your feeble king will save you then. The Gallows.
Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Wincestre's garrison.
This is your last warning. Give me Aelfred's trinket or I'll piddle in your pond. Is this what you want, you filthy swindler? A pond full of piss? I'm happy. I'll wear your guts as a hat! Give me Aelfred's jewel, you damn scoundrel! We have already paid for it!
You seem agitated.
What gave it away? The fact that I had to debase myself pissing in this swindler's pond, or the angry shouting?
This man has something of yours?
And here's another god sent to shit in my stew pot. Sod off, unless you are going to magic Aelfred's jewel out your arse.
If the jewel belongs to Aelfred, it might be worth a pretty penny.
Give me the jewel, Aelfred Commission! I'll wear your guts as a hat! Give me Aelfred's jewel, you damn scoundrel! We have already paid for it! Give me the jewel, Aelfred Commission!
Oi! Get out of it, you! You! What are you doing in here?
I am not your enemy, yet. But that man outside certainly wants Aelfred's jewel.
Oh, Jesus wept upon the holy cross! Fuck off, the both of you! Aelfred will get the jewel when I get what I'm owed.
Peace, or you'll feel my blade in your guts.
Sorry, my beef is not with you. I only ask for what coin is fair. It cost me double to make over what was agreed. I have a wife to feed.
If the jewel belongs to Aelfred, then on your life you'd be wise to deliver it for the agreed price.
Marry on a donkey! You deserve the bloody thing. It's not worth my hide, much as my wife would love to be a widow.
I have your jewel.
Well, I didn't ask for your help, but I am glad of it. Aelfred commissioned this rare thing.
How rare?
Filigreed gold, centered with a rock crystal and enamel plaque, a miniature of our most beatific Lord, Jesus Christ. And you're going to just keep it, aren't you?
You may have it. But tell your king it will all be mine soon enough. His jewels, his treasures, his city, his throne.
What? No, God's pearly tooth! Here's payment for you, and we will both forget this meeting.
This place is heavily guarded.
I want to talk to you. Get back here and face me! Can't outrun me! That would do for a rat.
Cast about this land, my friend.
dead! Damn you!
Better keep our eyes open.
Thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man.
Focus, we have this!
Must be blocked from the other side. Reeve Selwyn ordered executions for petty theft and mudslinging, a husband and wife to be carried out soon.
A Dane in Winchester? These are strange times.
King Aelfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Aelfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients, and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go, before they find their wolf has fled his cage. Let's regroup beyond the walls!
You're mine!
Are you spying on me?
Scarlet, she's on to us. Help! Someone! Anyone! Help! Here! Help! Sweet Christ, over here!
Hey, hold on. The bell! We must reach the bell! We have this! Hey, now!
Thank you. So kind.
sins.
What's all that then?
Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients.
I have arranged to meet Harold at the tavern under the cover of darkness. He was terrified when I approached him in the open, eyes darting left and right as if he thought the very walls were watching us. Harold did not come. I waited for more than an hour, and when I went to his home near the minster, the place was torn apart, his belongings gone. 4 others came forward with information on the Gallows' identity, and all 4 have met a horrible end. 2 are hanged in the square on petty charges. 1 was found dead, allegedly after a drunken brawl. Another has fled. The 2 were hanged. The Gallows must be another Reeve, I am sure of it, only we have power to judge the people of Wincestre. He, the Gallows, is a public figure. He outwardly opposes Aelfred's reforms. I do not dare write my suspicions here. The research continues on for many more pages.
I am grateful for your help.
It's a brazen move to arrest Aelfred's favored Reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but
Shit
Vile
peddlers who
shit
have
peddlers.
wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They're dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor of the Raven clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name doesn't rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our three heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Aelfred believes at least one is dead. Your Bishop Aelfred was the Sikhs.
Bugger. Half of Wincestre is in mourning for that nun-groper.
One calls himself the Quill. Are words his weapons?
There were rumors of letters nailed up around Winchester. It may be that one of these can tell us more.
The Gallows? What do you know of him?
Must be another Reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
The Gallows had you arrested, so he must command the law.
Reeve Selwyn. Of course. That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
The Lord works in mysterious ways, taking his servant in so terrible a fire.
Bishop Aelfred was no man of God.
Hush! Selwyn has hanged men for better thoughts.
Good people of Winchester, open your eyes. See how Aelfred's lofty ideals are weighed down in this mire of human effluence. These prisoners before you do not live by Aelfred's laws. They live above them. They wallow in shit, only guided by their own perversity. Hubert here, his wits addled by ale, spoke false of Bishop Aelfred, our pious servant of Winchester, who even now lies cold in his grave shroud.
Aelfred was no man of God. He'll burn for his sins.
Your wife is obeying shrew, Hubert. Is there a man here who has not supped rancid mead from her cup?
When will your work be done, Selwyn? When all of Winchester falls to your justice?
Winchester has passed judgment, Hubert. May God have mercy on your cankerous soul.
There is no longer freedom in Winchester.
None are safe from his blade.
In the grain store, and Aelfred has set the traps. You cannot steal and be welcome at our hearts. You cannot slander and keep your tongue. You cannot walk freely through our streets, mocking our laws, our king's edicts. And so I ask,
Who has the right to determine the fate of the perverse if not the goodly people of Winchester?
Selwyn punishes criminals, as it should be.
He's the worst criminal of them all! You have been found guilty of harlotry and defamation.
Come on, I've got the good
God have
stuff.
mercy on your park soul.
This way,
Those who do wrong must be punished.
Jesus would preach forgiveness!
Jesus did not live in the cesspool that is Winchester.
Perverter of justice. Who dares execute the king's noose?
It is not in Aelfred's name that you carry out your work. You are the Order's executioner.
You peer through the veil, but you do not see clearly. Aelfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a seat at his table, where the meek devour the strong. Who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not the strong and worthy few?
To protect your people, you must sheathe your hand in an iron glove.
You grind your heels into the backs of freed men, not those who deserve it.
The Order condemns all men to pain. For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know. The perfection of the Ancient Ones.
You are only a man, Reeve. One dead branch on a fast-dying tree. I should meet with Goodwin, see what he has found on the quill.
Selwyn's bloodlust will doom us all.
Selwyn is a Warden of Faith in the Order. He's called the Gallows. He came from a rich family where he was used to lording it over servants and serfs alike. He did not take kindly to his father's drinking, gambling, womanizing, and dissipating the family fortune. He views his lineage with shame and distaste. He had to drag himself up from the filth and shed the moral discrepancies that result in giving the weak freedom. The Order gave him control, determined to save people from themselves. He set about to enforce the law, enact judgment, and rid the world of human effluence. Okay guys, that'll be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that like button. It really helps out my channel a lot and shows me how much you appreciate the product I'm putting together for you. Please leave a comment below and let me know what you guys think of the episodes so far and what you might want to see, or if you want me to highlight something you haven't seen so far. Really would appreciate to hear from you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I do other episodes of Assassin's Creed Valhalla and other things I do. Check out the description below if you want to see some of the other games I put together for you. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and we will see you on the next Dark Comet adventure.